right. Allow yourself to begin practice just in a comfortable seat, cross-legged, sit back on the heels. Take a moment to turn the eye gaze low or close the eyes completely. Place a hand over the belly, a hand higher on the chest. Start by connecting the breath from down low, through the mid-ribs, all the way up to the top of the chest. And from the chest, through the ribs, back down to the belly. And as you do that, rocking a bit back and forth in a gentle cat and cow of the spine. Notice in this gentle opening and movement, noticing or perhaps remembering is the right phrase, that we have a tendency to have a lot of mobility in the low back, a lot of mobility in the neck, less mobility in the ribs, chest. We're just going to work to balance that out a bit today. So think strengthen the belly to maintain through low back and a willingness and openness across the chest. From here, lift the arms up to the sky, open your eyes, reach, reach, reach. And set the right hand down by the side. Side bend, side reach. Inhale, lift both arms back up high. Do that to the second side, side reach and bend. Come to the hand or to the forearm, whatever's feeling nice here in this stretch. And then take both arms back up. Feed the arms right on down through the center. Perhaps take a moment to say an intention. What are you looking for in this practice? Why did you come to the mat? And then we'll change to all fours. As you change to all fours, we'll do a little bigger exaggeration of that cat and cow rock in the torso. On the inhale, drop the belly down, let the hips kind of wag side to side as you pull the chest through, eyes, tailbone towards the sky. Exhale, press down through the hands and knees, really round the back, drop the head. Fire and strengthen the belly. Do it a few more times. Twisted child's pose, or thread the needle here. Take the right arm under the left, set the right shoulder, side of the face, the ear down to the mat, and lift the left arm up to the sky. Set the left hand back down, and lift up to all fours. Pause for a breath. And then do the same to the second side. Left arm under the right. Shoulder, ear, side of the face down to the mat. Lift the right hand up. Lower the right hand down. Come on back to all fours. Stretch to downward facing dog. So hands a little further out in front of you. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Pedal the feet a bit back and forth. Let the head shake a bit, yes and no. Feel free to take your feet wide or keep them more narrow. Here in downward facing dog, see the exaggeration of the length and stretch, especially in the mid-back. Enough strength in the belly to not over-release through the low back. Set the knees back down to the mat, and then step the right foot forward into a low lunge, keeping both hands to the inside of your foot. Lift the back knee up, and then right hand to the sky. Here, look at your right foot for a moment and heel toe your right foot further out to the side. Even turn the toe and the knee out a little bit. And then try to rotate on the back leg as well to set the hips down. I have to bend my bottom leg a lot, especially here in the beginning, and reach the right hand towards the left leg. And we're going to come up and through that 2 more times. So if you then lift your whole body back into the lunge, but it's that big turn out and kind of a sit down through the left hip. And then come around and forward to your lunge. And try it 1 more time. Rotate and sit through the left hip. And then come all the way back in. Set the left knee down to the mat. Come around to all 4s. And then shift the left foot forward. Pick up the back knee. Lift the left hand to the sky and your rotated, twisted lunge. Pause there for a moment, a couple of breaths. Sometimes I've heard this as like a sunrise lunge, so seemed fitting today. Heel toe the left foot more out to the side, so you've got a good amount of weight on the right hand, and turn and twist everything. Again, I considerably bend the bottom leg to come all the way down to get this started. And then come back up and around into your lunge. Try it twice more, sit through. It's a stretch through the outer hips and IT band here that we're working with. It's a lot of weight into that bottom arm and shoulder as well, so make sure that's working for you. And then 1 more time, try to sit and reach. Good. A little different movement there. Come back to the lunge, and then walk it all back. Both knees to the mat, and cat and cow. Downward facing dog. Look to the hands, bend your knees, and slowly make your way forward. Take several steps to come to the front end of the yoga mat. Ragdoll pose, keep the knees bent, really hang heavy. Hold on to the elbows, sway a little bit from side to side. Let the breath go. And roll up to standing. Shoulders up and back. Lift the arms to the sky. Look at the hands overhead. Imagine that they're holding a big ball of light, an orb, and pull that light right down into the chest. As you do that, bend the knees a little bit. Try to strengthen the belly and the core. And then try to bend the spine over that ball of light. Standing back bend, be gentle, it's just opening. And push the light back up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Step back to plank. Today, instead of full chaturanga, we're going knees, chest, chin to emphasize that bit of opening in the upper back. So knees, hands on the mat, keep the hips lifted. Chest can go down, but just graze chin right above the mat. Lift for cobra. So you slide the belly down, keep lifting through the chest, press down through the hands and feet. And then cat back, round the back. Tuck your toes. Lift the knees as you push hips back towards your heels. Then straighten the legs for downward facing dog. Little different set of a flow, but we're going to do that throughout the practice today. So you'll have plenty of practice to get the feel of it. Okay, lift the right leg up into the air, three-legged dog. Pull the knee into the chest and hover. That little cat round of the back gets the strength in the core. Try to keep that strength of the core as you step the right foot forward, and then think longer spine, open up through mid to upper back again. Take the right hand high into the twist. So we're going to do this side or sunset lunge each time. If it doesn't work for your body, just skip this and keep it in your twisted lunge instead. If it does, you sit through the left hip and reach the right hand back towards the left toes here. And then come around and come all the way up to a high lunge. That orb of light, pull it into your chest, get stronger in the belly so it takes you a little tiny bit towards cat back. And then we try to open it like cow across the chest. Send the light back up to the sky, neutral spine. Lower the hands down, step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin, the hover of the hips and the chin. Through cobra. Cat pose, so all fours here. Tuck the toes, send the hips back to the heels like a little squat. That's the hardest part for me. And then you go to downward facing dog. And lift the left leg up into the air. Pull the knee to chest, get strong in the belly. And then long in the spine as you set the left foot down into the low lunge. Twisted lunge. Remember, stay with that twisted lunge or sit into your sunset. It comes back around to a low lunge, all the way upright. The light comes into the chest. Bring strength to the core and openness across the heart. Send the light high. Lower the hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Look to your hands, step or jump to the front end of the yoga mat. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold. Stand up, reach the arms to the sky. Palms together, center of the chest. Good. We're just going to keep building this flow today. Lift up. It's that little standing back bend at the top. Arms go back high. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Step back to plank. You can always lower flat down or go with me in this eight-pointed pose, knees, chest, chin. Through cobra. cat pose. Into the cow variation of the squat, so think long spine like a cow. And into down dog. And lift the right leg high. Step forward to the lunge. Add the twisted lunge. The sunset lunge. Into high lunge. Grab the light into the belly, get stronger, open up the chest. Now send the arms back upright and add a twist, left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Palms together, tone and turn the abdomen. Untwist, one more extra move today here. Reach the right arm as far as you can out in front. As you do that, spin the left heel down and flat against the mat, and you're opening to warrior two. That right arm forward was to help to get the weight a little more forward in the body, to make it doable to make changes in the back leg. Okay, from warrior two, cartwheel the hands back down to the floor, step through plank. We'll add all of that to the second side. First, it's knees, chest, chin, through cobra, cat pose. Remember, anytime you wish to do something different in this flow that keeps coming at you, that is fine. That lower half of the vinyasa. Could be a couple of cat-cows each time around before you rejoin in here in down dog. Okay, second side, lift the left leg high. Step it all the way through. Left hand high for the twisted lunge. Stay and work there, or add the sunset lunge. Again, I'm accommodating my hips by bending that bottom leg and knee on one side. Find your way in the pose. As you come up to high lunge, grab the light, pull it strong into the belly to open the chest and heart. And then arms go back upright and add the twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Untwist, and the left arm straight out in front so you can get a little more weight to that left leg. Freedom to rotate back heel down to the mat, and then change the weight to the back leg again as you come upright in full warrior two. And send the hands back down. Step back to downward facing dog. Just hold the breath here in down dog. Don't hold the breath, hold the pose. Look forward to the hands. Step or jump all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stand, reach the arms high. Palms together, center of the chest. Give it a breath. Recenter, reset. Okay, we start again. Lift the arms up. It's that standing back bend first. So a little bend in the knees, very strong in the core. Pull the light. Lift the chest open. That visualization always kind of helps for me. Hope it does for you as well. See that confounding warmth of light right over the chest. And then straighten, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. We'll go through the phases of the flow that you know pretty quickly here. Picking up the pace a bit. Knees, chest, chin. Through cobra or even up dog. downward facing dog. Lift the right leg high. And then knee to nose as you step all the way through. Add the twisted lunge. Hold the twist for a breath or add the sunset lunge. Back around to a high lunge, arms to the sky. Now for greater stability, feel free to take that back knee down and have an easier option of finding upper body back bend. It goes into the twist, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Same thing, knee up or down. As you come out of the twist, do lift the back knee up if it was down. Extend the right arm forward. Set the back heel down. Cartwheel your way upright to warrior two. And we add a bit more. Side angle pose, elbow to knee. Top arm palm down overhead. Reverse warrior, go back through warrior two to lift the right arm now up and left arm down. That's it. Both hands to the ground. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog. It's cat pose. Into the squatted version of cow. Into down dog. Left leg high. Pull knee to chest as you hover forward, gain strength in the abdomen, and then step the foot through into your lunge. Left hand up in the reverse, the twisted lunge. Set it into the sunset. Come back around. High lunge. The light comes into the chest, builds strength in the core, and then open up. So you need that stability to gain a greater access and flexibility above or below. And then a twist, right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, palms together, tone and turn the abdomen. Untwist, reach the left hand way forward to free up and be able to rotate back heel down, steady in the back leg, come to warrior two. And here we add on side angle, elbow to knee, top arm palm down, not trying to go super low here. Because we do come right back up. Warrior two into reverse warrior, right hand down, left arm high. Beautifully done, everyone. Rotate hands all the way down to the mat. Step through plank. Here you get to go to down dog and hold for a moment. Look to the hands, step or jump all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Forward fold. Stand up, arms to the sky. Pull palms together, center of the chest. We'll do the entire flow series one more time through. Know that you know the movements. The body has now found some familiarity with it. Let the body do the work. Lift the arms to the sky. Standing back bend, you pull the orb in. Open up. Stretch the arms straight again. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, half lift. Step back to plank. Finding your version or joining me in knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Cat pose. To cow variation. To down dog. Right leg up, three-legged dog. Knee to the chest, hover forward and step through. Twisted lunge, right hand high. Weight on the left hand to change. Rotate out to the side, sunset. High lunge. Find the balance, your stability, back knee up or down. Pull it into the back bend. Arms go high again. And add the twist. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Untwist, reach the right arm way out in front of you so that you can bring the weight forward and rotate and plant the left heel down. Now even it out as you come upright, warrior two. Side ankle, right elbow down to the knee, reach the left arm, palm down overhead. Legs stay as is, torso changes up and back, right arm high, reverse or exalted warrior. As you come back through warrior two, keep going, hands down to the mat. Step back to plank. Do your flow or join me, knees, chest, chin. Cobra. Cat. Sort of squatted reach of the spine that we're calling cow. And into dog pose. Left leg up. Step all the way through. Left hand high for your twisted lunge. Into the sunset. High lunge. Grab your light, pull it strong in, open up. Twist, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Notice your breath, it'll always help guide you. Untwist, left hand reaches forward to free up space to reset the back leg, and then come to warrior two. Side angle. And reverse. All the way, hands back down. Downward facing dog. Let's finish it out. Look forward to the hands, step, walk, jump. Front of the mat, half lift. Forward fold. Stand up, arms to the sky. Palms to the chest. Two breaths in Tadasana. Within the visualization of holding the light, just feel like my hands, palms are a little warmer here. Notice what sensation comes across for you. Okay, face the side of your mat. Take the legs wide apart. Standing forward, fold. Just hands down to the ground. You can walk the hands more forward underneath the line of the shoulders. Think cow spine. Try to look forward, really lengthen. And then walk the hands all the way into the line of your feet, kind of round the back to take the head closer to the ground. Options for hands to stay there, to hold on to your ankles. If you're holding on to the ankles and have the room to bend the elbows out to the side, do that. Go with straight legs if it works. Lift up on the kneecaps, tone in the quads. Bring more weight forward into your toes than in your heels. If there's a barrier to straight legs for you, we never want to bring pain into the practice. Bend the knees, take the pain out. Always mindful of the way that the pose comes for you. It doesn't need to look like anybody else's pose. It doesn't need to look like your pose on any other day. Walk both hands over towards the right leg. Little twist in the upper torso. Keep sending the weight forward into your toes. It'll want to sink back into the heels here. And then walk the hands over to the second side. And again, back to the center. Walk the hands under the line of the shoulders. Think that long, extended spine. Gently bend the knees and heel toe the legs in to help you safely come all the way up to standing. Stand for just a moment. Take the hands over belly and chest. Maybe you can flex the spine a little back and forth here like we did to start. Gentle standing cat and cow. Looking through that movement today to create enough strength to take out the over flexibility in the low back, enough spaciousness and openness to give a little more flexibility in the upper back so they come more to balance. Okay. And then from here, just have a seat all the way down onto the mat. Nice long flow. Hope you all enjoyed. We'll start to cool it down here. Lie all the way down onto your back. Pull the knees into your chest. Hands around the knees. And I think of this as like a little rowboat. You're going to row your knees out and around to the sides. And then row the opposite direction. So a lot of lift, energy through the movement practice. And now settling it in. Take the hands out to a T shape. Let both knees fall over towards the right. Supine twist. A few more breaths here. If you want to add any fanciness to this, you're more than welcome to. Stretch the top leg straighter, add a little more twist. And then up and over to the second side. This is about letting yourself settle into the space that we found through the heavy movement. Add the extra flair that you might want. And bring both knees back around to the middle. Let that rock you all the way up to a seated position. Straight legs as you sit flat on the ground. Think of an L shape in your body. Reach the arms up to the sky to extend the L. This is like the cow stretch. A little emphasis of opening in the upper back. And then I want you to think cat pose as you round forward and let the arms release. Remember, in cat pose, as we round forward, we kind of pull and draw the navel into the spine. Do the same here, so there's a sense of strength even in the core as you fold over. And then visualize and let go of any strength that you're holding in the core, and try to be softer in the belly and just remain in the seated forward fold of Paschimottanasana. Lift yourself back upright. Again, transition back down to lay onto your back. Lie on your back. Hold on to just the right leg. Extend the left leg long. And then right leg up to the sky. Hold behind the thigh and press the thigh into the hands so it tries to move away from you. Lower the right leg down, pull the left knee into the chest. A little squeeze first. And then left leg up to the sky, hands behind the thigh, press into the hands. And lower the left leg. Any last bits of movement that you need, little wiggles, one more pose, feel free to add it in here. When you're done with your last little bits of movement, please find a still position. It can be lying down on your back in a traditional Shavasana, on your side, or I know a lot of us like to take a seat of meditation at the end. It's all up to you. If you're not sure, choose Shavasana like me today. Stay as you are for about 90 more seconds. For those with more time to do so, feel free to stay as you are. For those ready, needing to close out this practice, you'll come back to a seated position if not already. Let's stretch the arms up to the sky. Hold that orb of light one more time. Pull it strong into your core. Keep your light ready and open throughout this day. Close the palms together, bow. And into that light, we'll sing the sound of Om, the sacred sound that encompasses beginning, middle, and end, and take us into the next beginning. Empty out the breath. Deep breath in. Thank you all for joining. Namaste.